Hi everyone, good morning. Hi Prashant sir.
Hello.
Prashant sir, you joined the session, right?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm in.
Sure sir, I'm making you the host.
Yeah, sure.
Done sir.
Hey guys, thanks for joining on time. We'll wait for our friends to join in and we'll kickstart the session.
How are you?
Doing good, Scott. How are you?
Good. Pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the session, guys. Good morning or good evening, wherever you're from. And
Good morning,
welcome
sir.
to the session. My name is Prashant and trainer for today. So I'm a trainer in KSR for data science, machine learning, Gen AI, and Agentic AI course. So where we'll be making heroes from scratch. This course is designed to take the students where with the strong foundations and making them agentic AI developers. So this is fourth day of the course, and if you have missed out, please go through the recordings, which you will be able to see in your LMS portal if you have enrolled from KSR website, right? So in the day one, we just looked into what is data analytics and what is the importance of data analytics with a beautiful use case, which is the Lion King, right? And on the second day, we have looked into what is data science, what is AI, and how LLM, RAG, AI agent, and agentic AI comparable, and how what are the use cases and which use case we will be using which platform. We have looked into that differences, and yesterday, the third day, we have we had a hands-on Adobe Firefly tool where we were able to generate new images for our Kellogg's cornflakes advertisement, right? And also we are able to edit images, and we saw the capability of Adobe Firefly. And yeah, before I start, it's just a warm up. This time it is something general knowledge question. I'm poor in general knowledge, but let's see who can able to answer it. Like, where is the world's largest waterfall
Niagara Falls.
Niagara.
by
That was
volume?
Victoria.
So there is a clue here. So it is yeah. Everybody will guess as Niagara Falls. I know that, but that's why I tricked this question. It's by volume. Of course.
Victoria.
Good guess.
Inga Falls.
Yeah, Inga Falls.
Angel Falls.
Right. Yeah, Inga Falls. So like it's on Congo River. I think is often cited as the largest by volume, with a flow rate that it can exceed 9 lakh cubic feet. Let me mute others. Yeah, Inga Falls is the right answer. And yeah, of course, when I saw this question, I also was thinking as Niagara Falls, where I live very near to Niagara Falls. But later I got to know that it's Niagara Falls. Good. And as I mean, there are a few new people I see in the list, so I would like to introduce myself. I can do n number of times. It's like happy to tell about me. So I'm working as a lead Gen AI developer, and I do have 15 years of software industry experience and 7 years in this teaching field. I started this teaching from Python, data science, machine learning, and last 2 years I was teaching this Gen AI Agentic AI course. And I'm working for Royal Bank of Canada, and that is about me. And coming to today's topic, of course, we'll be looking into one of agent, how to create an agent, and how to, I mean, one more tool where we can generate some beautiful images, right? That we'll look into at the last. But before getting into, we'll stick to our agenda. So today our agenda is to look into databases. So we'll start with database. We'll understand what is databases and what is the need, and then we'll do little bit hands-on on database very quickly, and we'll jump into that building an agent with no code. Okay. So yeah, I mean, open to you guys. Like, what is a database? Do I need to search in Google, or would you like to help me to understand what is database? I mean, you might have heard about this keyword database. So whatever you know, you can tell me.
Where data can be
It's a
stored
collection of
in
data.
types of columns.
Storing
Information
data.
will be stored in the database.
It's a
Store
collection
some
of
data in
data.
form of table format, sequence.
Storing data in structured form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So who has said right? All the answers are correct. Let's understand from Wikipedia. So a database is a collection of information. So that is a simple thing I can say. Like if I want to store any information, I need certain database. My question is this the only way I can save the data? Is there any other way I can save any information or data?
Yes, we can store unstructured data also in different database.
Again, that is again database, right? If I want to store information, how I can store? Forget about database.
Excel.
What are the other ways?
Excel.
In files like
Excel, that's a good thing. That's correct.
Cloud.
Cloud.
Notepad.
Okay. Yeah, Notepad.
Files.
It,
No, we can say file system.
Notebook.
yeah, file system,
Yeah.
notebook. I
File
can
cabinet.
write. Yeah, I can write on a piece of paper also, right? But the problem is the database is is more structured, and the repository, how the data is stored in very systematic way. And also we'll see like how we can be able to save the data in very systematic way, and very large amount of data. If I want to store some if I want to say like 100 essays, I cannot write on a paper. Even book also will not be sufficient. Even if I write in Excel also, it is not easily manageable, right? So that's why there are companies who has come up with database solutions. So there are many companies like Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, and there are multiple databases like MySQL, Postgres, Microsoft Access, Snowflake, RDS from AWS, MariaDB, SQLite, and there are many, right? Let's try to understand. Basically, like a database is a place where we store important information. As someone has rightly said, we can store in Excels, right? We can easily store in Excels. And also you can, someone said I can store in a file also, right? I mean, if I want to store my family information, like my name, my wife's name, my kid's name, and their age, and their date of birth, and their SIN number, Aadhaar card number, PAN number, all those things I can store in a notebook. The question here is, if I store on a desktop with a notebook, or if I write on a piece of paper, what is the problems, do you think?
chances of getting erased of the data.
Availability of data and how we can retrieve the data, how quickly.
That's right. So there are chances that it can get corrupted, someone has said, and also the availability of the data, right? One notepad is fine. Because I need to store information in my day to day, right? There are many information. I need to maintain the grocery list. I need to maintain, I mean, if I talk about my personal information, I need to maintain about the company contacts. If I need to maintain about my family information. I need to maintain about my owner's information, and my property details, my bank details. There are many things. If I start putting all these things in a notepad, it it is not, first of all, it is not secure, and it can erase easily, right? Does it is a scalable solution? Is it a scalable solution to store in a notepad and put on a desktop?
No.
No.
Not at all, right? And also, can I share this information? Of course, I'm talking about personal information, but if it is not personal information, if I store in my desktop in a notepad, can I share with a lot of people at the same time?
No.
Right?
No.
I mean, sharing is not that sharing is not that easy. If I cannot share the data, I cannot collaborate with the team members, and I cannot work with them. And my personal system, I'm storing in a desktop. My system will be used by my kids for their schoolwork. My wife will use for, of course, watching reels. Forget about that. Yeah, I mean, she uses my system for to look for some products or something, to shopping and all. And my kids will do the schoolwork. Is it secure to store on a desktop?
No.
So the things which we need to remember here is, we need to have a solution which is scalable. We need to have a solution which is shareable to collaborate with colleagues. We need to have a solution to be secure. I should be able to protect the data, and mainly data integrity. Getting corrupted, getting a virus to the system is, I mean, it's kind of common. There are high chances that this data can be corrupted. I want the data to be accurate. If I talk about the data of some healthcare system, where they need to maintain the data of their patients and the doctors and the medicines, all those stuff. If that data get corrupted, whole country will be in stake. Of course, today we had this Microsoft outage. Don't talk about that. This is rare scenarios, but yeah, whole system was down. Like the websites was not running. I mean, the major shopping Costco website was down. These things happens, but this kind of outages are very less. Even on Diwali day, the AWS was down. So these things will happen, but not regularly. Don't talk about that now. Yeah, we need to have certain solution. That's where these companies has come up with these kind of databases. Now the question is, like, there are many databases, which one to learn and which one to use, right? If you are strong in one thing, you can easily use others as well. So at least we need to have couple 2 to 3 databases in our resume, which is more popular, right? And which is used by many MNC companies and many product based companies. If I ask ChatGPT this question, like, what is DBMS, right? And what are the DBMS products are available? First of all, what is DBMS? Anyone can guess? I mean, a few people might be aware of that. Maybe you can say that what is full form of DBMS?
Database management.
Database management system.
That's right. So what we were thinking, to store the data, right? So these companies has come up with a solution where we can be able to manage our data securely, scalable, and integrity, where that means accuracy, right? And this is the history of database. So Oracle is the one who started this journey. So 1979, and the journey was till 2011, where Google Cloud SQL has come into picture. Any common keyword do you see in this whole journey?
SQL language.
Yeah, that's right, Mahinda. That's correct. So SQL is the common thing. Anyone want to tell the full form of SQL?
Structured query language.
Query
Structured
language.
query language.
Yeah, structured query language. So structured query language. So three terminology we need to understand. First thing is structured, right? So they are talking about structured data. First of all, what is structured data? Structured data means something is readable and it is in a tabular format. Unstructured data and semi-structured data, those also are there. Can anyone tell me example of semi-structured data?
Notepad file, JSON file,
EXE file.
text file, and also
So-
video image also comes under this.
Yeah, that's right, Ayush. So semi-structured example is XML, JSON. Of course, we'll discuss more about these JSON, XML during our API sessions. But I'm just giving you some ideology. Like semi-structured will be XML data, where we'll be seeing all the HTMLs will be written in markup language, right? So XML and JSON format, which represents some object notation. So these and all semi-structured. And unstructured data, as Ayush mentioned, right? Images, audio, video, all these are unstructured data. Whereas we are talking about DBMS, database management system, mostly these will talk about structured data, which is text data, which we can arrange in a tabular format. So basically these data is related, right? Let's suppose if I'm storing my personal information and I do have wife, and my wife data is related with me as a husband, right? Our data is related. So there are data where we need to maintain the relationship. So that's why the name called as RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. And why I striked out Redis and MongoDB, right? Because those are GraphSQL and those are tree-based databases. Of course, we'll discuss that later point of time, but let's focus on SQL. So database, again, like if I talk about a company, each company will have their own databases. Not even company. If I go one step deep, right? Each company has their own departments, each accounts. In each department there will be many accounts, right? So each account and each account will have their own database because it has to be secure, right? So that's why, yeah, like every system, every application will have separate database. And there are cases, I mean, I'm talking about countries like USA, right? Even though it is the same company, same department, they want to divide the data from state to state. One state data don't want to showcase to other state data. So that is why there will be many databases, and as a data scientist, we should be aware of data because our source is this. We need to know how to retrieve data, how to see the data, and how to edit the data. Because we are at last will be building application, desktop applications, right? So CRUD operations is very much common in our life cycle. So CRUD is basically like we should be able to create the data, we should be able to update the data, we should be able to read the data, we should be able to delete the data. And in databases, we have two types of databases. One is a transactional database and one is analytical database. Let's imagine like I went to a bank to perform a transaction. Like I'm withdrawing some money. Then the bank manager or the cashier who is sitting in the counter, he will enter our data into the system. That entered data will go to the transactional database. It will be real time. Whenever he types and click on submit, the data will go to the transactional database. You need to remember this keywords, guys. Transactional database. And let's suppose I'm a data scientist and I need to analyze the customer data of the bank. I cannot use the transactional database directly because transactional database will be busy in working times, right? During the day, I mean, if I talk about a bank will have thousands of branches and all the branches will be using the database to update the records, to insert the records, to delete the records if there are some account closures or something. So this transactional database not touchable by data scientists. Of course, we can see it for the knowledge purposes, but we should not be reading data from this transactional databases. We always has to work with analytical databases. Here I got a question. So if people are coming to the bank and they're performing the transactions and it is getting updated in transaction database, how come this analytical database will have that information? So that's where this data engineer come into picture. Data engineer job is to sync these databases. At the end of the day or at the end of the week or at end of the month, based on the use case, they will be taking whole data from the transaction database and will load into analytical database. And this operation also will not be done anytime. So whenever there is a weekend or whenever there is no operational hours, right? At that time, this transactional database will be free from operations. During that time, data engineer will pull this data from transactional database and put into analytical database. Analytical database is the database where we as a data scientist will be using it. Is it clear, guys? Because this is very much important because once we start working in real time, right, then we'll understand the more importance of this. But I want you guys to be aware of these two terminologies: transactional database, analytical database. If you have any doubts, let me know. Yeah, I see it's clear. Let me ask a question now. I'm a patient and I went to hospital, and I'm the new patient, so they have given a form to me to fill because I'm a new patient, right? I have filled in my all details, and the receptionist will take my form and will do the data entry. Like she will take my data from the form and she will update in the system. In that point of time, which database will have my information?
Transaction process.
Transaction.
Analytical.
It's transaction database. It's a real time. You guys need to remember that transaction database is real time. When will be this data will be available in analytical database?
Once you know the data.
After the
and
ETL
this
process.
training,
After follow-upping on the patient to the hospital.
So this sync will happen during the downtime, maybe at the end of the day when the operations were not happening, maybe on the weekend, right? At that time only the data will be moved. So when you start your job as a data scientist, right, your first question is when this analytical database will get refreshed. You need to remember this, guys, because when we start working as a Gen AI developer or Agentic AI developer or anything, right? This we need to know. We need to ask this question to the perspective owners and our subject matter experts when this database will be refreshed. Then we will have idea, and they will also will trust us that whatever there in the resume, it is a real experience. So these kind of questions we need to ask. So that means they will aware of that we are know these technical words, and these kind of things will happen in daily life. Okay, so it doesn't mean that a company will use only one database. As I said, like there are many databases in every company, right? So it's up to their ease of use. For each account, whichever they are comfortable, they will use that database. Every database has its pros and cons, and based on the use case, based on the competency. Let's suppose I have the developers who are good in PostgreSQL. Then which database I will choose? Obviously, I will choose Postgres database, right? Because I do have the competency in that aspect. And there are other things also to be considered. Let's suppose, all the clouds now support for all type of databases. So that is also barrier is removed. So if you go to any cloud, either Azure, AWS, or Google, GCP, right? You will have all these databases available with them as well as a software as a service. Okay, so now you understand there can be many databases, and in single department itself, each account can use different kind of databases. And now we understood what is database, what is the need, and what are the types of the databases, right? These databases will be getting information from many resources. Now let's deep dive, one step deep into database. What will be there in database, right? So we call it as entities or tables. Maybe I will just mute. I hear noise. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, so the entities are like tables. In every database will have tables. Tables is basically, let's suppose if I want to store songs, right? What I will do, I cannot store all movie songs and all language songs in single folder. I will divide and conquer, right? So first of all, I will divide based on the language, and then based on the movie, or based on the type of the music. Is it a melody? Is it a rock? Or hip hop? Based on the type of the music, I will be storing in different folders, right? When the storing of information comes into database, will be storing as part of entities. Entity or table, we can say. So what are the entities we can have for e-commerce system, right? We can have a table for customer where we will be storing the information about the customer, because e-commerce means they will have customers. As a e-commerce, they will have many products to sell, so they need to store the product information. So they will have entity of product. Once the purchase is happened, they need to provide an invoice, and they need to store that information. So we will be having invoice, and order details and payment details. All this information will be storing as entities. Did you understand the terminology of entities? It's like tables. We are dividing the whole system into multiple small parts so that I can save particular information in particular place. Do you have any questions, guys? Is entities is clear after database?
Yes.
So entity means it is like each table wise or each department wise. How?
It's a table. You can understand as a table.
Each table.
Each table, yeah. Now, my question is to you guys, let me see who will answer it. Let's suppose I'm running a movie theater. What kind of entities I will be expecting to have in my database?
Customer.
Sales.
Users.
Order.
Right, customer,
Payments.
sales, orders.
Tickets.
Movies, short times, movies.
Show time.
Movies database, movies list, categories,
Movie,
genres.
yeah.
On
Movies,
seating order.
Booking tickets.
seating order. Yeah, booking
Food items.
tickets.
Food
That's
And the
true.
status.
Right.
How,
Now
how
let's
many are
come.
sold? How many are sold? How many are vacant based on the show time?
Yeah. Whether it is the seat is booked or not, right? Those kind of information also will be stored. Right. So now let's come to little professional domains. If I talk about healthcare, let's suppose I'm the company who is running insurance. Okay, so I'm running a health insurance company. What kind of entities I can have?
Customer name and age.
Patient table.
Patient table, customer name, age,
The insurance
All the
start date,
demographics.
insurance details.
insurance details,
Policy name.
policy names,
Location details.
Premium
Location.
details.
location, yeah, premium rates,
Policy price.
And they will say,
yeah, policy things, policy related information. That's right. So now you guys have, yeah, good. Yeah. So now you guys are understood the databases. I can see entities also is clear. Now we'll understand what is this entity, right? So one step deeper, like, so basically we'll have tables are nothing but entities. So if it is a as a e-commerce, like we'll have customer order, product details, right? Let's understand each table, right? So each table means a table will have rows and columns. Row is nothing but like to be remembering, right? So row about, right? That is a row which is horizontal, and column is nothing but vertical. And so if we see some business related data, let's suppose we are seeing the order table, and if I talk about a row, it will talk about a particular order. Let's suppose as we discussed about healthcare system, right? If the table is of a patient, what will a row talks about?
The demographics.
Patient name, age.
About the patient.
About the
What
patient,
is,
that's
what
right.
is his review and where he from?
Yeah,
Gender.
yeah.
Yeah.
patient details will be there, right? In a row, whatever you are saying, it's related to one single patient. If I talk about a one row, it will be a particularly they will be talking about one single person or one single order. Like if I have patient table, if I take one row, as we discussed, we'll have one patient information. In this row, the highlighted row, what we are discussing about, Morgan Wilson patient details. It's date of birth, gender, address, city, all those stuff, right? Coming to the column is vertical. It talk about information about whole table, right? So if we have a column like email, it will talk about for if it is a patient table, right? So it will talks about all the patient's email IDs. If I retrieve a column, I will get whole patient's email. If I retrieve a row, I will get only one person, one patient details. I hope this is clear for rows and columns. Let me know if you have any doubts, guys.
That's clear for me.
Yeah. Thank you for acknowledging in the chat and in the audio. So now we understood what is rows and columns, and columns, like if I talk about employee table, it will have the first name, last name, email, and a date hide stuff. And if you have observed in the previous slide, each column is of different type, right? So here, if I talk about employee table, the name column is of text type. Last name is also text type. Even email ID also is a text type. Date hide is a date type. And we do have bonus percentage, which is of numeric type. And we do have true or false. It's a Boolean type. Now let's see, we'll understand this database and table, right? Practically. I hope you guys are with the laptops and do along with me. Within 5 minutes, we'll install a database in our system. So to demonstrate that, I will use SQLite database. You just type SQLite and it will, the first search result, you can click on it. And let me know once you are in this page, then I will go along with you guys. So today we'll see database practically and table practically, and we'll see the data inside the table as well. Once you are in this page, confirm me, guys.
There.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a SQLite.org or just SQLite?
Yeah. I mean, you can Google search SQLite, SQLite, SQLite. It doesn't occupy any memory in your system. I mean, even from hard disk or from RAM memory, it won't consume much. It is a very, the name itself will say, right? And the icon also can say it's a featherlight. Are you here, guys? Are you in this page?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for confirming. And click on this download. And based on your OS, you need to install. So I'm getting to Windows, and you need to take the last one, SQLite. If you are in Windows, go to SQLite Tools, Win x64. And if you are in Mac OS, you can use this one, SQLite Tools, OS X and x64. So we just clicked on download and we just came to here, and you can download the file. If you see, it is just 6 MB, guys. It's just 6 MB. And you can open up that and you can unzip that downloaded file. You can unzip wherever you want to have that. Once you unzip, like for ease, I'm just renaming it. SQLite.
SQLite tools hyphen Windows 64, right? These are-
Yeah, right. So this is the thing what I have downloaded. So Windows x64 is what expected for Windows, and for Mac it's OS X x64. I have downloaded in my download folder, and I just renamed as a SQLite. Let me know, guys, like once you have downloaded and unzipped and renamed the folder name. I mean, just for ease, I had just renamed the folder. It's all up to you. Once
Yeah,
you
I
are
did
at
the same
this
thing.
step, yeah.
Done, sir.
I need more confirmations. I want you guys to follow me so that it will be easy to do it.
Yeah, I unzipped it.
Okay.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And take this path and go to the start menu. You need to set the environment variables. Edit the system environment variables. And this page will appear. I'm telling about Windows, guys, don't mind. So I'm using Windows systems now. Clicking on environment variables. And I'm editing the path. You can edit the path from system variables or user level variables. Anywhere you can do that. No, there is no restrictions here.
But these environment variables, where did you go? Just-
So the start, and I just typed en, and it will come at the top. Edit the system environment variables. Normally it will be there in control panel, and I mean I'm directly going there. Once you click on that, you will be able to see the system properties, and you can click on this environment variables. Are you guys here? Did you guys reach it to environment variables?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you please repeat once?
Yeah, sure. So I after downloading the SQLite, I just went to start, and I just did environment variables. And once I click on this edit environment variables, this system properties will come to me. And here in system properties, I clicked on environment variables. and I have selected the path, and I click on edit. We are just adding a new path. So I click on new, and whatever the folder path is there, which I have downloaded and unzipped, right? So make sure you need to provide unzip path where you have unzipped the thing. You can copy from the taskbar, or you can type on your own. So wherever the things you have downloaded, you can download and you can open it here. Once you done, you need to click on OK, OK, OK. If it doesn't click OK also, that is a problem. That is a problem means it won't work actually.
So you went
One
to
more.
environment variables.
Yeah, one more time I'm going. So I gone to this environment variables, and it will open up the system properties, and I click on environment variables. There, here in the user variables, you will see a path, PATH. I'll select this. I will click on edit, and this window will come, edit environment variables. Let me know, guys. Are you reached the edit environment variable page? It's okay. You can ask me multiple times. I'm here to help you guys. And if I want to help you via screen share also, I can do that.
For Mac users.
Have you reached to this edit environment variable?
I went there, I clicked edit.
Not edit. You need to click on this edit, and this window will come. You need to click on new, and you need to enter the path. So from here, I just copied the path, and I just when I click on new, it will ask me, it will highlight where I can write, and I just enter the path.
I give the, you have to click OK.
So don't worry, guys. The environment setup is the hardest part for any software engineer. Once the environment is set up right, everything will be smooth. So even if it is comes to SQL, we'll see multiple databases. Like I'm just starting with SQLite, and we'll look into Postgres, and we'll look into SQL Server. So everywhere the environment setup is the hardest part. Once we cross that properly, right, then everything will be very easy. Even for database or Python, machine learning, GenAI, anything, anything, environment setup is the hardest part. Once we cross it, it will be very smooth.
The compiler doesn't work. The paths are
yeah.
Sometimes.
Prashant, I have a question. I see SQL management server is installed in my system. So do I have to again go ahead and install all these things, SQLite?
Yes, if you want to put more databases in your resume, you need to do it.
What is the difference?
So there is no difference. It's all database management systems only. There are few syntax differences will be there. Not much, but very few. But that's what, right? Companies expects more knowledge. Let's suppose if my resume is having only one database. If the project is very database intensive and they are using multiple databases, which
Yeah.
profile I will choose? Definitely, I will go to the
Multiple.
person who
Yeah.
has multiple data. Yeah, that is the reason. It will take just 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't take you much time. I mean, whatever the time we are sacrificing here is all for our future purpose. So this 5 months will definitely will value 5 years of your life in career.
So going further, what we are using like SQLite all around our course.
No,
Okay.
SQLite I mean, for a couple of days or 3 to 4 days, we'll use SQLite. Not more than that. We'll go to PostgreSQL, which is the hot database. I mean, in in all MNCs and big product-based companies, what they are using, and Microsoft SQL Server is the one of the hot. So Postgres and Microsoft SQL Server, these are the two most commonly used things. So those will be working more.
Sure.
For
Got it.
today, try to bear with me SQLite and let me know, guys, once you have done this setup and press done OK. Once you confirm, I will proceed on the further step.
Yeah, Prashant, for Mac users, what we need to do?
For Mac, right? I use Mac in my workplace, but there also, I mean, I use Postgres. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, ChatGPT is there. Mac user SQLite path setup.
Prashant, this is Ranjit here. Sorry to interrupt. I need to go rush, so I'll be going now right now. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's a good thing. Like you are informing me. I understand there are people who will be having some works, emergencies, or some meetings and all. So don't forget to go through the recording today only, so that you will be tomorrow. It will be continued, right?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Take care, Ranjit. Yeah. So yeah, I don't see any path setup is required. Let's see. We'll see. So once you guys are done with this step, right, you can go to command prompt, and for Mac it is a terminal. So any path you can be in the command prompt, and you need to type SQLite. So you need to remember. So we have installed SQLite 3, right? So the command will be SQLite 3 space -- version, just to see whether SQLite has installed properly in my system or not. So the command I have used is SQLite 3 space -- version. I just pinged in the chat for you to use. Let me know, guys. Like, were you able to see the version? It can be any version.
Yes.
Basically, it should not throw any error. That is the main intention.
After that, okay,
Yeah.
what you did? You ran the exe file?
No, not like I just went to command prompt.
Okay. After that. Just after that,
Yeah.
environment, we should go to command prompt.
Yeah, yes, correct. For Mac users, it's a terminal. You can open the terminal and you can type the same command. Anyone is struggling in setup? Let me know, guys. it's very difficult once we addicted to this AI, right? Today, I mean, in meantime, others tell me, confirm me that they are able to see the version. Till that time, I will just chit chat with you guys.
Yeah, I'm able to see
Yes,
the
yes.
version.
Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you for confirming so many confirmations. That means you guys are able to use SQLite in your system. Did you observe that we haven't installed anything? We haven't installed anything, right? Now let's I just want to go to this path only, and cd space, I'm going to that path. I'm just going to this path in the terminal, and let me create a folder. I can create folder manually also, or I can use this way. Command prompt. I can give the command as mkdir space databases. Let me put mkdir databases. Once you run this command, you will be able to see a folder called databases in your system. I mean, you can go to any path, you can do anywhere, and just using this path only to easily explain it.
Sir, what is the command?
I just pinged in the chat. It's mkdir space databases. I mean, databases is the folder name. You can use any name. I'm just using for ease databases. Basically, my intention is to store all the databases in that folder.
MKDR is a create directory, correct?
Yeah. It's just to create the directory. I mean, you can right click and create the directory also. That is fine. I just did via command prompt.
The Python guys just do like that. They are
Automatically
habitual.
like that. Yes, correct.
Command line guys. It's normal.
So now I'm entering into that folder, cd space databases. I always want to take students in hard way. That way we can learn the things. So with this, we can put shell scripting and a batch script also in our resume. Of course, not with these two commands, but yeah.
You have
mkdir
to
and
teach us all the bad stuff, then Prashant.
I mean,
LS
I
and cat
also
command is enough, Prashant, right?
and also we'll see one of the project, right, where we use batch scripts. Batch scripts will, I mean, BCP commands will be seeing. That is very much required for any data engineer, but as we should be a full stack developer, so we'll also look into that, where we'll write commands to dump the data from database to local system into CSV files. We'll see that use case also. Yeah, this is all starting from here, and we'll get into those soon. Can you guys confirm me you entered into this databases folder?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we need to write SQLite, and let me create an employee database.
We can't use SQLite 3.
Yeah, we should use SQLite 3. We should use SQLite 3 because we're working with that thing. So maybe I will just ping in the chat SQLite 3, and you can give any database name. It's up to you. I'm just giving employee. Once you executed this command, we have given an instruction to SQLite to create a database with the name employee. Ideally, there should not be database name with employee. It should be a company or something. Yeah, it's okay for now. Are you done, guys? Have you reached to this step? Then
Yes.
you need to type dot database. To see the path of the databases and how many databases you have and what is the path of the database. It is saying inside databases, I have this employee database with read and write capability. If I open the folder, I can see a database has been created. Are you guys with me? Did you guys create a database along with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone stuck or any place?
Just 1 second. I'm creating.
Yeah. Take your time. Take your time. Can you guys confirm, like, were you guys able to create the database and were you able to witness it in your system?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now it's time to create a table.
Prashant, after creating databases, so what we need to just go for? Could you just please repeat?
Yeah. So after creating the database, we will be creating the tables basically. So I'm writing a command to create the table. Of course, this is the first.
I typed that SQLite employee, but part of the databases I don't see that. Just
SQLite employee. Then you need to type the command as dot database. Let me ping in the chat to basically list out the databases what we have in our system in that folder basically.
SQLite 3 employee.
Yeah, SQLite 3 employee. I'm pinging in the chat. I hope you guys are able to see my chat.
So SQLite employee, you have just created a directory or it's a like database under databases?
It's a database.
SQLite
So this is
employee.
how,
Okay.
yeah, this is how in SQLite databases will look like in file format. That is why it is light. In normal, if we see Postgres or something, right? So those are different thing. There will be a server and where we'll not be able to see those where the databases are getting stored. It will be encrypted and it is not a readable format. Whereas SQLite is a lighter database where we'll be able to see the databases as a files.
Okay, so this SQLite 3, when you just go for SQLite employee, so SQLite employee is MK directory or MKDIR. So you just created with what command?
So
SQLite
first
employee.
SQLite employee is a run command. That's why it is throwing an error.
Okay.
So SQLite is not recognized as an internal or external command. Ideally, I might have used SQLite 3 because I'm using the version 3. So it has the exe file with the name as SQLite 3. So that's why I need to use 3 always.
Okay, so you're using 3 and you created SQLite 3 employee. Okay, fine. I got it.
Yeah.
There is already.
Prashant sir, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
This dot database, what will it do?
So basically, dot database is the command to see the list of databases available in that folder. So in this folder, we just have only one database and it is showing to us.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys with me? Can you confirm?
Yes.
Others, guys? Were you able to create database? Okay. Assuming you guys are created, let me know if you if I want to hold on. So now the time to so as we understood in the slides, right? Database and the tables. Now we have created a database, and inside that database will have entities, right? Which is tables. Let me create one of the table. So to create a table, it is like English words only I'm using. It's a syntax, right? We need to use certain syntax in order to explain SQLite. What I need to do, I need to follow SQL, which is structured query language, right? So that is the language I'm writing here. I'm instructing SQLite to create a table. Create table address. And we saw there is something inside a table. What are those?
Rows and columns.
Columns.
Yeah, rows and columns, right? So while creating the table, I need to specify what and all columns this table should have. So I will specify, normally address means I will have street,
house number, street, apartment number,
yeah, street.
and
I need to specify the type also. So what type I can specify? Can I specify Boolean, numeric, or
no text
Worker.
And where can?
street text only.
yeah? So in SQLite we can use text. Okay, text as a data type, and street is done, and city. Again, this also I will use as a text, right? And
House number.
State,
yeah,
state.
house number, so that I can have numeric data type. And what else we can have?
State.
Yeah.
State zip code.
Right. So I can have postal code. Postal code, I mean, if it is India, it is in numeric, but in different countries, it is alphabets also will be there. So I will use so text for safe side, and semicolon. Let me execute this. Yeah, it is executed without errors. Let me share you this so that you can no need to type this long line. Earlier, if you have observed, this database was 0 KB. After I created a table, it has increased the size 8 KB. Inside this database, I have created a table. How I can see whether this table is there or not? The command is dot table. Dot table will give me the list of tables available in this databases in this database basically. So we are into database called employee. In this database, we have created a table with multiple columns in it. Confirm me once you have created the table and able to witness via .table command.
Yeah, I'm able to see.
So this is the SQL language. I mean, this is not only the one. I mean, it's a structure query language. Like I'm creating a table, and this is the instruction I'm giving, and there are certain syntax I need to follow. I need to exactly follow the create keyword. If I do a spelling mistake or anything, it won't work. I need to exactly specify create. And the second keyword I need to specify as the table, what I'm creating. Right?
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Like
Go
in
ahead.
MySQL, under like we have different data types and we different way of writing queries, right? So here in SQLite, we should use command prompt to execute queries and do the process, and with like, and also like this SQLite will hold different kind of data types.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the first question is this the only way I can access the SQLite database via command prompt? No, we do have the fancy ways, but I mean, today I'm introducing you via command prompt. This is how, I mean, early it has started with, and
Okay.
from tomorrow we'll be using the IDEs where we can access this data via IDE. And coming to the second question, it's the data types, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Each database has its own data types. I mean, everything will have numeric text, all those stuff, but they call with different names.
Like earlier in the
SQLite.
video, you
Go ahead.
showed right data types. Okay.
Hmm.
So like in SQLite, we use only such data types only. Like whatever the data we are entering, depending on that data, we'll use that particular data type. Other than that, like there is no other format, right?
Correct. I mean, dates are there, booleans are there, right? So
Yeah, but
yeah.
whatever you showed on the screen, that only that data types are available. Correct.
So not only that, there are many. We'll discuss in further lessons, but I introduced only 4 data types to you guys till now.
Okay.
I will introduce remaining data types in down the line.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. So I'm assuming you guys are with me in creating the table. And let me insert some data so that we can see what so in order to add the data, this table is empty now. It is just it's a baby, it's a new table, so we need to fill up with some data. So for that I need to use the command again. There is a query, SQL query, where insert into, I need to specify the table name. So the table name is address, right? And I need to specify the column names, street, comma, street, comma, city, comma, house, number, comma, postal. There are many things to learn. Slowly I will be explaining each topic, but I will be slow because there are people who are new and understanding. So again, the values is the syntax. So values, I need to specify the street name as I can say Oak Avenue, and I'll specify the city name as Ottawa, and I will use the house number as 456, and this is numeric, so I need to specify the text things has to be specified in single quotations, and for numeric there is no quotations, it's just the plain number I need to add. And what else? The postal code, right? I can use something K2P1L4. And for every SQL, the end how it knows with semicolon. So once I type this, I just pressed enter and it is showing me the error. Can anyone guess what is this error?
It's the
Table
wrong
name.
name.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
The
typo.
table name is mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah, ADD.
that's right.
Yes.
Let me ping this insert statement also for you. So once we have inserted, we have checked the databases with dot database. We have checked the list of tables with dot table. If I want to see the data inside a table, I need to write one more SQL statement, which is select star from address. That will show us the data what is present in this table. Of course, for experienced people, this will be very minimal, but I need to respect the students who are new to database. So that's why I'm coming from the scratch. And I hope you guys are following with me, and do let me know. We're almost time. I don't want to cover more topics. And also I said we'll have the agent creation. I think we'll not be able to make it today. We'll see that tomorrow for sure. And let me know, guys, if you have any doubts about the course or about the things we have discussed today. And this is what I thought to cover today for today. If you don't have any doubts, feel free to drop off. And if you have any doubts or uh, if you're not able to follow these steps and if you're stuck anywhere, you can stay back and we can discuss further. Keshwa, your voice was breaking. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, so for the columns of house number and postal code, so it is segregated under underscore. So any particular reason that we are using underscore instead of empty space or hyphen?
Yeah. So we'll be discussing about the standards, why we are using these things, and what are the standards we need to follow for a column name tomorrow. I will explain in detail. Okay.
Okay.
So coming to SQLite, I did not see any file type. So it's showing like a file. So may I know like which type of file type it is?
So I mean, basically these database are binary format, and this will have certain file type. I mean, that is not much required. So basically, these databases will stored as a files, and inside these databases, these tables will be stored. So, I mean, we can see that properties, it should show as some SQLite file. Let me see. Okay, it is not showing the property. Basically, normally like it will be stored like a .db file or .SQLite 3, something like that. So, I mean, it is
It
not
doesn't
much.
show in Windows actually due to the formatting issue. I'm not sure actually why it is not showing. It should be.
Yeah, file name extension. So, I mean, it doesn't have any extension. So, ideally, it should be storing as .SQLite 3 or .SQLite, SQLite or .db. So, these are the extensions they normally follow. But yeah. And so let's suppose if I want to store with a certain extension, right? Let me show you that. I'll open the SQL command prompt and I'll show the way how you can do that. So let me get into this folder. So the command I used to create the database is SQLite, and I just given the name, right? Company, and you can give any extension.
SQLite 3.
Yeah, SQLite 3, and I can give as company.db. If I see the database, ouch. And if you see the database is created with .db format. So it's all up to us which extension we want to create, but ideally we won't specify the extension, and it's a binary format file. I hope I answered your question.
With you by default, yeah, I understood that because company.db again storing in the database file. Okay.
Yeah, that's
by
right.
default, it seems to be stored in a text file. Seems to be.
Yeah, these SQLite things are right. Basically, these are light databases, so which we can actually read what is the things are inside. But if we once we go to this PostgreSQL SQL server, right, these will be encrypting and storing in binary formats. Any questions, guys?
I have a small question not related to SQL, but it could be a dumb question too, but I just wanted to know. So as we become like, once we become the agentic AI developers or whatever the roles we are getting, how far...
Lakshita, can you be a bit loud?
Okay, can you hear me?
I'm hearing, but some resound is coming. The voice is not
actually,
clear.
I put my headset but I'm not hearing that. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear, but if you don't mind, can you type in the chat? That will be
sure.
Yeah.
Chat is disabled.
Oh, okay. Fine. Tell me your question. I will try to understand.
Yeah, so once we become AI agentic developers, so I just wanted to know how many years can we sustain with this role?
5 years.
Because everything is like wrapping up, like,
Yes,
the agentic
yes.
AI is like we can create the tasks and everything. So the jobs will be less, right? So I just wanted to know how far can we sustain with this role, yeah.
See, this we have come to IT world by choice, and we cannot avoid the upgradation, and we need to go with the flow. So without upgradation, if you want, I mean, I can say down the line 5 years we can sustain in this agentic AI developer, and after 5 years again you need to join in KSR for the next technology.
So you will not leave us, then you want us to join ever.
It's a lifetime commitment.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah,
But I'm just giving 5 years a random number, but I say like see even though this technology has developed this much, still the recruitment is happening for Java developers, Python developers. Still, it is happening, right? I mean,
it just the AI is just started, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So here, Prashant, I would like to share here. See, I just 3 years before, I just learned Power BI from KSR with Power Automate. In my current role, I'm just working with that. But as the
Great.
technology actually just revamped and just we are going towards, because actually right now with the copilots, you just say about it,
Yeah.
you can just create all the reports and everything. You have to know how to do it, and you can just debug whatever comes. So now as the technology is changing and everything is coming onto the AI agents, again, I have to revamp myself. So you have to take all the things together and just go on.
Yeah, I know.
So
Until
if you have
now.
attended Lakshita, my workshop, if not, you can go through that video. 3 hours I have explained this topic only.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
what
So
are
do you
the
have that link, Prashant, or is that free, or is it something that after we pay?
Yeah, no, it's a free
It's
workshop
on
only.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could share it in the chat, that would be great.
Where can I see
Yeah.
the workshop, Prashant?
Let me find that thing. There are many videos I was doing, and I lost the track. And let me, I mean, give me a couple of minutes. I will find
Yeah.
that workshop, right? I mean, the information which I have provided, it is all real statistics data which is happening, and you will get a very clear idea. What is the roadmap for AI developers? There is 30 years roadmap I have shown in that
wow.
video.
Okay.
But of course, like we cannot stay in
Predict
agentic
it.
AI developer, but we need to improve ourselves. But that is the roadmap. Mm, yeah, I find it.
Hi, Prashant, I have one doubt.
Yeah, go ahead with your doubt.
Yeah. So I'm working now in a sales department. So in an IT only sales they do purchase orders those. So now they're asking us like to innovate a new ideas like you get daily you get hundreds of sales order. How can using AI? How can you automate that process, and by getting the document itself, how can you load into it, or just see whether it is a valid purchase order, whether you want to compare with sale order and purchase order. So like those kind of innovative ideas, they're asking us to come up with. So here, like these ideas, you will, like you will not teach, at least you will give some idea for us. How will we go like this, or any just real time
Yeah.
experience?
So we'll be discussing many use cases. The workshop which I have given for free, right? In this video itself, I have spoken about 4 use cases. That means you can understand with the journey with me for 4 months, 4 to 5 months, right? There will be many use cases we'll be discussing, and you will get many ideas once you know this technology, right? You can implement in multiple places. Either it can be sales, either it can be I mean healthcare or banking, finance, entertainment, or marketing. There are multiple places we'll be discussing. In each domain we'll be taking one use case, we'll sit, we'll understand, and even yesterday class, right? At the starting I was asking certain use cases, and I was getting answers from you guys. Which platform you'll use, the RAG or LLM or AI agent, right? So these kind of use cases, that is simple way. We just started the course, right? So we'll be discussing many use cases. Don't no need to worry. And the use case which you have mentioned, right? Those will be doing as a project also, where we'll be receiving the documents and will be scraping those documents and will be feeding to LLM and will ask questions based on the document. So that kind of solution also will be doing it, and I will be touching many use cases.
Like chatbots nowadays, they are telling everyone are telling chatbot. Why can't you use a chatbot or something? So that is also
Yeah.
like
Yes, that is also part of this course. We'll be building chatbots, and I mean, I will be showcasing you guys as well. Yeah, Lakshita, like I was discussing about this video, I have pinged in the chat. You
Yeah,
can
thank
go
you.
through that 3 hours
Yeah.
of session. You'll understand where we are heading to.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Prashant.
Yeah. I think like there are no further questions, and thank you for being interactive, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good night or good day based on your location. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks, Prashant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mahendra. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashant.